Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. Funeral prayers for Iran's late Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei were held in Tehran on Sunday, with massive crowds gathering as the country entered its second day of nationwide mourning. The prayers, held at the Imam Khomeini Grand Musalla, were also offered for 4 members of Khamenei's family, killed alongside him. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bakir Kalibaf, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, and other senior officials attended the ceremony. Iran has declared a public holiday as mourners continue to arrive from across the country. Funeral processions will continue in Tehran and Qom before Khamenei is scheduled to be buried in Mashhad later this week. Heavy security has been deployed around all major funeral venues. President Trump claims the United States chose not to target senior Iranian officials gathered at the funeral of former Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei to keep diplomatic negotiations with Tehran alive. In an interview cited by Axios, Trump said the U.S. could have struck Iran's leadership during the funeral, but decided against it because we would have nobody to negotiate with. He also claimed Iran was begging to make a deal following recent military tensions. Trump said both sides agreed to pause nuclear talks for about a week during the funeral period and suggested the public mourning for Khamenei may not reflect genuine public sentiment. Severe thunderstorms and a record-breaking heat wave disrupted celebrations marking the United States' 250th independence anniversary, forcing delays, evacuations, and cancellations across several states. President Trump's address in Washington, D.C. was delayed by nearly 2 hours as approaching storms prompted a temporary evacuation of the National Mall. More than 185 million Americans were under heat alerts, with temperatures reaching 102 degrees Fahrenheit, 39 degrees Celsius, in the capital. Extreme weather led to the cancellation or adjustment of parades and fireworks in several cities. President Donald Trump marks the 250th anniversary of American independence on Saturday, paying tribute to war heroes, Medal of Honor recipients, and military veterans during a rally on the National Mall in Washington. Trump honored veterans including Colonel Paris Davis, Pearl Harbor survivor Ken Schubring, D-Day veteran Arthur Rose, and Marine veteran Don Graves, while showcasing historic American flags linked to key moments in U.S. history. He also welcomed NASA's Artemis II crew to the stage. In his address, Trump praised America's history and resilience, declaring the country had endured empires, vast kingdoms, mighty nations, and terrible tyrants. He also criticized communism, saying, "We don't want communists in our country." The event proceeded after a weather-related delay that temporarily evacuated thousands of attendees. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has said Israel must not be allowed to undermine the US-Iran peace agreement, stressing that lasting stability in the Middle East depends on the support of regional countries. Speaking alongside Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in Istanbul, Erdogan said no peace initiative can succeed without regional cooperation. He also announced plans to expand Turkey's cooperation with Pakistan in energy, transport, technology, defense, and trade. France and the United Kingdom have reached an agreement with Oman to work together on restoring safe transit through the Strait of Hormuz. According to a joint statement issued by French President Emmanuel Macron and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, the leaders said safe passage for ships of all nations was a matter of global concern. The statement said the 3 sides would coordinate efforts to support freedom of navigation and help reassure commercial shipping using the strategic waterway. Britain and France also said they were ready to deploy the wider multinational military mission to support freedom of navigation in the Strait of Hormuz. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.